What's up, guys? It's our wrestling podcast coming back at you with another episode. This is Dave Vicious along with Justice Total Package and Craig the British Bulldog, bringing you our perspective on the world of professional wrestling. No inside sources, no ties to the industry, just stories from the diehards, sharing opinions with you. Today's topic, Survivor Series 95 review. For audio fans, give us a listen on Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And for video, check us out on YouTube at Our Wrestling Channel. And Jess has left you several other options on the left.
He has.
To the left. He has. And, he would really appreciate it. He'd, call you up and thank you personally if you gave him a follow on Instagram at O.W.P 2019.
I think you will.
Jess, why do you do this to us?
I have taken you guys on a journey and you don't appreciate me. And that's really what I'm here to confront you guys about.
I don't.
I've taken you on a journey of 1995, like 30 years ago. One of the worst creative years in wrestling history on both sides. But we've talked about it before. We've done WCW as a whole in 1995. We've done WWF as a whole in 1995. And I've even made you guys review some pay-per-views in 1995. The last one of which was Halloween Havoc 95, which is a pile of shit. But we had a great time, lots of laughs, like it was all great. I'm bringing you to one now that is on the WWF side of it, and it's November. It's Survivor Series 1995, to what you said, Dave. And look, the beautiful thing about going back and reviewing some of these older pay-per-views is when I was 1995, Jess, I was not happy with the vibe and the energy of pro wrestling. It was not good.
Can't imagine why.
In America, it was not good. WCW was just buying a bunch of old stars, and they were dungeoning and dooming us to death, and Hulkamania-ing us to death, and it was all passé and old. But the fact that they had the big names of yesteryear made you kind of turn to WCW. Then you had WWF. You had Diesel Power. You had the New Generation. You had The Undertaker kind of being the centerpiece of the mid-card. And then you had Shawn Michaels and Razor Ramon and Diesel and Bret Hart. And so they were trying to introduce this newish generation to us, which didn't work and did work. It was varying success, to be fair. So there was not a lot to really write home about. And nobody really got to see ECW because he didn't get the fucking channel in 1995. So if you were a wrestling fan that stuck through it like we did in 1995, I value your opinion here in 2025. Okay,
this is what you got, man.
Yeah,
this is what
so
you got.
I'm saying it's awesome to go back and kind of watch some of this because now I rewatch this stuff as am I entertained by this match? I forget what the vibe was. I could tell you the vibe of Jess Birch in 2025 was not good. I did not like really anything from either promotion in wrestling.
In 25 or 95?
I'm sorry, in 1995, excuse me. In 1995. So now...
Because in 2025, we have to go talk to a psychologist.
Yeah, well, I might have to go talk to a psychologist after this year because it's boring as fuck. But that's the thing is watching this right now, this is one of the pay-per-views that I'm kind of glad I made you guys rewatch. Not for the same reason why I made you watch Halloween Havoc 95, but we had great laughs and that made me laugh. But the pay-per-view was fucking trash.
You're just an awful person.
This pay-per-view was fine, and it was fine for the time. And I have to say, I was surprised by a couple matches, going back here. So I want to start. Right. And Dave, I will bury the lead right away. You did not watch this motherfucker because you're a busy man, and I understand that. I respect that. But Dave, you are getting an AI. Is that?
Oh yeah. We're gonna pull ChatGPT,
which I like that. I do like that. So Craig and I watched the pay-per-view. We rewatched it, and we're gonna tell you what our 2025 is of 1995. And Dave is gonna read AI, and we're gonna see how close we are to it. Yeah. So here we go. Sorry. Go
I like it.
Would you like to go over the free stuff first? We got
go ahead.
We got Vince McMahon commentating, by the way. Don't forget that. Jim Ross.
Don't care.
Is there?
A fun fact, every time I'm watching a pay-per-view and Vince McMahon commentates, my wife asks me to turn it down. Thank you.
It's so true.
He's like, oh my God, we're all here on Survivor
This is Vince
Series
McMahon. Are you ready?
95.
Here we go. Here's Vince McMahon in the background. Oh, go. Stop it right now. Stop it right now, Mr. Perfect. Stop it right now. Yeah. That's all it is. That's literally all.
And then my wife does this. I need you to turn that down. But she sits next to me and watches it, or not. She don't watch it, but she can stand to be in the room. She can't stand to be in the room, man.
We love you, Gina, so much.
I'm going to give you an assignment,
fantastic.
Craig. The next time we do this, like, I want you to get Gina's side grades from what she thought halfway watching.
And I do want you to record that saying, I need you to turn that down.
Since
well,
and it's like that. It's so funny. They're like canaries in the coal mine, kind of.
Yeah,
like,
our wives are the canaries. To your point, they are the epitome of casual fans. If they're into it, then I'm like, okay, then it's still working.
Yeah,
fantastic.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Family. Todd Pettengill is our interviewer. Manny Garcia is our ring announcer. Yeah, I'm just going down the list. I don't give a fuck. The referees, nobody cares. Do you want to talk about the preliminary match?
Nope. Didn't see him.
Smoking Guns against the Public Enemy?
That's right.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, I would like to see that. Was that probably?
No, I think it was just a pre-show match. I don't think it was on.
Oh,
it might have been on
the total pre-show.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, there you go. Have a nice night, everybody.
I'm actually interested who won that match.
The guns beat Public Enemy there, and
okay,
thoroughly.
We don't even have a time on that. Wiki doesn't have a time on that, by the way.
Fair enough.
They killed people. Those are real bullets.
But the real match is match number 1, elimination match. The Ballydonas, Skip Radford, Dr. Tom Pritchard, and the 1-2-3 Kid versus the underdogs, which is Marty Jannetty, Akushi, Barry Horowitz, and Bob Holly. We give it a D+ over here.
Okay, so the AI gave it a D+. No. Let me say this. Now, so this is the match that you should look on. There's one other match on this card where this is the problem. If you look at these so-called mid-carder names, these are not mid-card names. These in the 80s and 90s would be lower mid-card names.
We called them prelims. Prelims.
And so this is the problem with 95 in a nutshell. If you look at this card, there's 2 pay-per-views every year that will expose how deep or not deep your roster is. And that is Survivor Series and Royal Rumble. And those two. Yep. And this fucking pay-per-view exposed what 1995 was, because I was like, God damn it. However, that's how the 1995 just felt. Watching this now, I give this match a solid C+. And I mean that
they put on a show, right?
I mean that in a good way, because yes, they had every feud intertwined. They made sure everything made sense. Story was not bad. It really wasn't bad. I give it a C+ just because of the names involved, because it wasn't groundbreaking. It wasn't. And I didn't like the way they tried to push the kid. Like later on, you would see the kid as a heel. Who was the kid in there last with? I pulled this up or whatever, and I fucking forgot. Okay, Marty Jannetty and the kid were the last 2 people in there, and I have a.
And they even said that the kid emerging as the last sole survivor was a fun moment.
And I was fine. I was fine with that match. They did really well, but it should have been Hakushi, like in there on the last.
Oh yeah.
Portion, right? Because Hakushi got eliminated early by Radford, and so I was like really like weird by that or whatever. I thought,
that's a Vince McMahon thing. Nobody knows who Hakushi is. Like, no, the guy could work.
Jannetty and Kid was fine and that whole thing, but I just felt like it's weird when you see the kid as a heel as 6 in WCW. It made sense. He started growing the goatee. He got a little weirder. Like he got more heelish, right? Then he goes back to DX like after that, and he worked perfectly. Here, it's like they kept him clean shaven, and he was just with DiBiase, and now he's a heel. And I was like, okay, like 1995 just didn't like it, but I give it a solid C+. I thought this match was really good. I thought just
to add to the Hakushi moment.
Listen to the names, by the way. Tom fucking Pritchard was in. I
know.
Bob Holly, Radford, like Barry Horowitz. Like, what are we doing?
DiBiase's up on the apron. Get out of there! No! Wait a minute, Jannetty. Psycho Sid just snaps Jannetty. 1, 2, 3. Good team action. I love it. Oh, that's just not fair. That's not fair at all.
Just to add to your Hakushi moment, like when I saw Hakushi with all the tattoos, but by the way, they had to roll on pretty much every week. They weren't real, which I didn't know. But when I saw him, that guy, I'm like, oh my God, like this is fucking cool and a little scary. I thought Hakushi should have gotten more accolades over time.
He had a great,
because not only could he work,
earlier in the
he
year,
had a great gimmick.
He had a great match with Brett too, like when he was a heel. He did really well in 95, and Vince just didn't want to do anything with him.
Yeah,
I actually give this a solid B. Arguably the best Survivor Series match of the night. And regardless of the talent, I think they all made it worthwhile of their time in there.
I take exception to what you say about the best match.
Okay.
You can't. Well, you can't deny.
But I don't. But I agree with you, Craig, in the sense that I don't think it's a bad match. I think this was a solid match, which storylines made sense, and everybody did their part for sure. For sure. So, yes, I agree with you. I agree.
The 1-2-3 kid. The 1-2-3 kid basically turned on Razor with counting a fast pin with Sid covering him, I guess, on the Monday Night Raw before this. And that was a big part of this show. And I also kind of liked 1-2-3 kid kind of taking it. Like I know you said, Jess, maybe you don't give it to him all right here. But
I don't discount his talent.
He goes, I did it. I
don't discount his talent.
I did it.
Yeah, he was given this role, and like kid was super fucking talented. You know what I mean? Like Sean Waltman.
He's adorable back here too.
Yeah, he's
like
so cute.
First heel run, but he's still like his.
Yeah,
he's 12 years old.
For
sure. Yeah. Next match is also an elimination women's 4-on-4. Alundra Blaze, Kyogo Inouye, Nakai Escobar, and
not heard of.
Sorry, versus Bertha Faye, Asia Kong, Tomoko Watanabe, and Lioness Asuka.
Not heard of.
The grade is a D.
Dude, what? The AI is stupid. So, okay, here. Let me jump in here. So, most of these people are brought in because Alundra Blaze had worked with them already in Japan. Even Rhonda Singh, who was Bertha Faye. They had worked together before too. So they brought them in for this. The funny thing that I want to get out of the way first is like a month later, she's on Nitro dropping the goddamn title in the trash can. So
that's
and you can see why after this.
It's crazy that Vince gave time to this and then drops Alundra later due to budget restraints. And then she's fucking pissed and she goes to fucking Nitro. And so it's really fucking crazy to see this match that Vince gave pay-per-view time to a women's match, which I loved. And I found myself like back in 95, I probably wouldn't have graded it that high because we don't get women on the high platform like this. This is the first women's match, by the way, since the women's match in 87 Survivor Series.
Aja Kong with the advantage. Oh, I got her. Boy. She got her right in the face. Surely. That's over. It's over. Right. Aja Kong victorious. Imagine that. A good thing for Alundra Blaze. This was not for the WWF Women's Championship, and Alundra Blaze, I believe, I think she's hurt.
Go ahead, Craig.
Yeah, I give it a B-. It was short. It was sweet. I think it was 11 minutes in total.
Yeah.
11 minutes to eliminate 7 people is pretty fast. Yeah.
But and it's tough because you literally you named off the participants, and I didn't know 6 of the 10 or whatever, or
8.
6 of the 8. But it was good. They did this thing. You can see why Alundra wanted to leave. Really, like she had the belt. She was the sole survivor, but she was against Aja Kong and Bertha Faye, and then they just kind of wrecked her. Yeah. I think she got it. She then pinned Bertha Faye, but then Aja Kong kind of out of nowhere without any history
did the back fist punch. Yeah,
yeah. So it's like I can see why she was kind of upset with it, but like for what it was, 11 minutes, it was a good showcase pre-Divas era. It was it was not bad, and this whole pay-per-view is a definition. The tagline should have been "We tried hard." They considering the roster they had and everything going on, like these first two matches, you don't know who they are. They're in a fucking mess.
And
in 95,
I think Dave said it in the beginning. There was let's see, 14,000 people in this building. Not bad. Not bad at all.
I didn't say that, but that's fair.
Yeah, not bad at all. Putting shit in Dave's mouth. And Dave said that he absolutely
he did.
enjoyed.
I heard him. He said it.
So anyway.
I enjoyed something that I haven't watched in 20 years.
Go to the next shitty match so I can get angry.
Okay, sure. Grade F for a singles match between Goldust and Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh,
it's widely considered the weakest
another
match on the card.
I'm going to get angry on this match too. Sorry, I thought you were on the next Survivor Series match, but you are correct. Yes. So
I'll just give it. I'll just give it an F off the bat.
this was Goldust's second pay-per-view match. The first one was a month before he debuted against Marty Jannetty, and he beats Marty Jannetty.
Jesus.
And watching this now, it's crazy because, like, I remember we all knew Dustin back here in 1995, and we thought it was very crazy that he was like in this Goldust gimmick or whatever. And they were definitely going back and watching this now. I give this a D. Because you're in there with Bam Bam Bigelow and Goldust. Both those big motherfuckers can go, and you didn't allow them to go. Instead, you wanted Goldust to touch his dick and rub his chest as much as he could because Vince wanted to, he's androgynous. He's this. Let's push it. Let's just
it's a whole VCAM push. 100%.
But you got Bam Bam Bigelow in there with him and Dustin Rhodes, and instead they're like, we want to force this character down your throat instead of having that.
Catch his breath, and here he comes now. Nobody there. Goldust over the bulldog. Cover. 1, 2. He got it.
Here is your winner, Goldust.
Well, Goldust, most bizarre and victorious over Bam Bam Bigelow, and I would suggest we call this, I believe, somewhat of an upset considering the caliber of Bam Bam Bigelow.
Okay, all
We
right.
throw that out there. I was just
like, you guys are really, all I'm saying is
I give it
really sweet.
I give this a D. It was terrible.
All right.
It was a lot of wear down holds from Bam Bam. Jess said it best. Like it could have been fantastic in their heydays, and it was very clunky, very wear down hold, very by the book, and it was just not good. I mean, it was just to get Goldust over in his early days, full entrance, full wig. But yeah, Bam Bam. I think Bam Bam,
the blonde,
obviously given up at this point.
Yeah. So Dave, if your AI is handing out Fs for Goldust and Bam Bam, what does it give the next match?
D-.
I give it an F. This
elimination match: The Undertaker with Savio Vega, Fatu, and Henry Godwin versus Jerry Lawler, Hunter Hearst Helmsley. I don't know who that is. Isaac Yankem and King Mabel. Yeah.
What was it? It was Dark Side versus the Royal Family or the Royals?
I said at the beginning there's two matches that screamed how fucking shallow this roster was, and it was the first match and this fucking piece of shit F. Like, this fucking match. So here's the deal. If you want to fucking protect Mabel for whatever reason, because you've already dropped them to Diesel and all that stuff, and he's in the fucking feud with The Undertaker at this point, and you want to make Undertaker look strong, why in God's green earth wouldn't you just have Mabel eliminate everybody from the Undertaker side first to establish his dominance, and then now Taker's got to eliminate everybody from Mabel's side, and then the final two face off, and then the Undertaker could just fucking pin him? Because why are you protecting Mabel by having him run away at the end, which he did to get counted out? Why, God, why? And then you don't do anything with these motherfuckers for the first 80% of the match. And then you have Taker come in there and fucking eliminate everybody. And I'm like, why did the whole Undertaker team have to survive? Why? Like, the whole thing, it doesn't make any sense.
Can I ask you another question? If Mabel was running to get eliminated, how fast could he really run?
Not fast at all. And so the whole thing is like, it doesn't make any sense. This is whole F. 14 minutes of wasted fucking shit. Like, all of these prelims, I'm going to use that word, and I know it's bad. They're all goddamn prelims here. Savio Vega didn't do shit. Like, Fatu, fuck you. Like, you're not anything until you're Rikishi. Henry O. Godwin? Jerry Lawler, who's a goddamn commentator. Isaac Yankem. Like, Hunter Hearst Helmsley, fuck you. And then, like, you don't do anything. And the whole Dark Side survives. It absolutely should have been. And by the way, the only reason why I say this is because the end of the match is only protecting two people, Taker and fucking Fat King Mabel. That's the only reason why it's protecting them.
There's only one thing left to do, and that's to get Mabel. Mo coming in. That's Mo. Mabel. Mabel's running. Mabel's out of here. Mo's cold for the Undertaker. Servo! Canvas!
Here are the survivors of the match.
And the dark side. They have literally cleaned house here at the Survivor Series.
I give it a D-. The only reason I don't give it an F is because I thoroughly enjoyed watching Triple H as kind of a lower mid-card talent, and he's selling his ass off, and he also got his ass kicked, and
Almost
Sean's
spit.
not in there, Sid's not in there, like he's just kind of by himself, like and shining actually, like kudos
Yes.
to him.
Yeah.
But it's really fun to see him get his ass kicked and not even be anywhere close to the end.
Wait, no, I gave this match an F. Never mind. I'm going.
It's hard to do in heaven.
Match sucked. But
Hard to do in heaven.
hard to do.
All right.
He's not. I'm pretty sure he's not in heaven.
Oh, go. Let's talk about the next match.
Yeah. Wild card elimination match, which is Shawn Michaels, the British Bulldog, Psycho Sid, and Ahmed Johnson versus Razor Ramon, Owen Hart, Yokozuna, and Dean Douglas. By the way, that's loaded.
Yeah,
That is
so
loaded.
And this is the only time they did a wild card match where they mixed faces and heels on each team. So that's why it's called the wild card match or whatever. And this match actually led to Shawn Michaels the next night on Raw would get kicked in the back of the head by Michaels and do the fake like he collapsed or whatever in the ring because Michaels had already been attacked by the Marines and outside the bar. And so they wanted to play off that and then tease that Michaels wasn't going to be a part of Royal Rumble 96, which he ended up winning, and then Boyhood Dream, and then WrestleMania 12, and all that stuff. So they were gearing up Michaels.
So was this night he fought the Marines?
No, there wasn't the night he fought. He had already fought the Marines here. And so what they did was in this match, he took everybody's finisher, if you didn't know. Like he got kicked by Owen. He took the Razor's Edge. He took the powerbomb by Sid. A Yokozuna leg dropped him. And they made sure the next night on Raw to say, we cannot believe that Shawn Michaels is here facing Owen Hart because he took all that shit last night. And then Owen Hart did that back kick where like he catches Owen would catch the opponent's foot and then do the ghetto blaster on him or whatever. And then Michaels got up and then did a counter and then threw Owen outside the ring. But then when he went to celebrate, he faked a concussion. He did fake a concussion and he passed out. But they did the whole legit thing of paramedics coming in, putting oxygen on Michaels. And they really faked it after that as like, he's not going to be able to make the Royal Rumble. He's done. Like he got too brutally beat up by the Marines or whatever. He's not going to come back. So this is what started that here. That's why Michaels was so goddamn magnanimous in here, because Michaels only shined when he knew that he was going to eventually get the rub, right? Like, I hate to say it, but Michaels in this match was fucking A+. I give this match an A-.
Michaels with a kick. He just kicked you both on the jaw. 1, 2, I can't believe it.
Here are your survivors of the match. The heartbreaking Shawn Michaels, Ahmed Johnson, and the British Bulldog.
I thought it was really good, like really, really good. So that's why I took umbrage earlier to you, Craig. I think this is the best Survivor Series of the night to me. And I thought it told a great story.
AI gives it a C+, by the way.
It's so silly. That is so much better than a
that's
C+.
silly.
But go ahead,
No,
Craig,
I
what
give
do you
it a solid B. I think it just might have been a little long, and I think Shawn Michaels pissed me off a little bit watching it back. I mean, the dude's cockiness at this point is, and that's why I asked, like, when did he get into a fight with the Marines? Because he got through this really good and took everyone's finisher.
That's why. So it already happened, to recap. And then they used this footage. I remember the next night on Raw, they showed this. Last night, Shawn Michaels took everybody's finisher. And so they were hyping up that he got fucked up. And then when Owen kicked
But this
him,
goes to show exactly like how shitty that story is and how he still performed like he did, even after getting like beat by the Marines, whether it was a week late or a week earlier or whatever.
It was like a month and a half earlier
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah.
But he did great. Dean Douglas was great. Like, and I kept trying to see like the difficulty of maybe with Sean trying to bury him. Like,
No,
when they
he
were doing
was. And that what a
moments.
fucked up opportunity with Shane. Like Shane was so talented. He really was. Like, but he didn't belong here. And after this was his last pay-per-view in WWE, and he went back to ECW after.
Yeah,
without this bullshit, he would never thrive the way he did in ECW. So he
did great in this match. He did
he's talented.
Aside, he was great, man. Even his interviews, they did like when the Razor Ramon was on television's upset at the 1, 2, 3 kid. He got like 15 seconds. talking after Cornette and Yoko and Owen. It was good. The expectation, there was so much. I just really wish it could have worked out, but you can see these seeds of how.
I would argue
the Click,
if
you didn't jive with the Click, like Bigelow was on his way out here because he didn't jive with the Click, and you just got kicked out after.
Yeah, he's like, just pay me and I'll go.
They hurt wrestling. They were part of the big reason why '95 was so drab. Is because they just didn't care about anybody else but themselves. If it wasn't the Kid, Ramon, Diesel, or Michaels, they didn't give a fuck. Like they didn't give a fuck at all.
One funny thing about this match to the end. Bulldog actually kicks off, I think, Michaels or whoever from pinning Yoko, because I think Bulldog and Yoko were tagging at the time, and it was very, very funny. And it was about 45 seconds before Michaels and Bulldog and whoever won. Oh, and Ahmed Johnson won, and then Bulldog kind of goes to celebrate with them too in the ring after they clothesline down. It was just kind of a very funny thing. Like Cormier's like, "We did it."
Yeah,
Bulldog,
because Bulldog was a part of their team, but he actually kicked. He stopped the pin from happening on Yoko. But Yoko was on the opposite team. And they're like, what the fuck are you doing? And they clotheslined him out or something, didn't they? Or whatever. And then Bulldog gets back in and he's still celebrating. Like, it was really good.
Very, very funny.
And the glimpse in there of Owen and Bulldog was awesome. They had a like cool interaction with each other. And it was like a really good, like quick wrestling, like clinic from them. And it's like, just, there was so many great stuff in here where I smiled. Like, that's why I give it like an A-. It's really good.
There you go. You ready for a real grade? How about the main event, Bret Hart versus Diesel? No disqualification match for the WWF Championship. AI gives it an A. It's a standout battle of the night.
Which is weird. It's the only good grade that it gave for the whole night, because I give it. I was struggling with the plus, but I'll give it a solid A. This is one of Diesel's best matches ever. Like
because of Bret,
but it's so good. Like the way the psychology, it was different than the other excellent match that he had with Shawn Michaels in '96 at best. What is it called? Best Friends, Bitter Enemies, or whatever. It was in Your House, and it was
bless you, buddy.
It was also a no disqualification, like hardcore match, whatever. But the way they did this one was, we hadn't seen this in WWF a lot. ECW was starting to do this stuff with the tables and the violence and all that stuff, but nobody watched ECW because it was on the local fucking Philly channel. This match was excellent, and that table spot at the end was so great. I remember in '95 watching that going, oh, I've never seen anything like that before. Like, it wasn't pre-scored. Yeah. It was the tablecloth on the thing, the monitors were on it, and the way he just pushed his Bret, it wasn't an over like slam into it. He just pushed him off the ropes into the table, and the way Vince was freaking the fuck out, like, and he was just like, this is not supposed to happen. What are we fucking doing? Like,
trying to enter the ring once again. Diesel, swing. Oh my God! Unbelievable! Did you see that? The announcer go down this way. Bret Hart throwing it to the table. You go some main events.
Clearing of the monitors too, like when he goes to the table, like he hits so many dark analog, like steel edges of like mic connections and monitors and like whatever.
And the whole psychology leading up to that, where Bret knew he was the smaller wrestler, but he was trying to take Diesel's legs out and I'm gonna out wrestle him. And Diesel's like, no, I'm gonna grab you, and when I finally grab you, I'm gonna hurt you. And it was, what a great fucking psychology both these guys had. You got to give Nash credit too. Like, they both were just, this match was so excellent, like so greatly done. And then the whole thing at the end where he brings Bret in after the table and he puts him up for the powerbomb, but Bret collapses and Diesel just gets cocky for a minute and he's like, this fucking guy, like, I got him. And Bret gets him in the small package and pins him. Like, what a great fucking match. Like, what a great ending.
And Bret never gets his like moment. Like he gets jackknifed after that by Diesel twice.
The two most dangerous jackknives. Like, Sid would pick you up for a powerbomb and let the opponent straddle him and control him or whatever. But the way Nash did the jackknife, he picks him up over his shoulder and fucking throws Bret. And both times I was like, oh, like I gasped. I was like, Jesus Christ, Nash. Like, Jesus, like
that's a click jackknife.
The official wants Diesel to continue to wrestle. I don't know that's a wise decision. Oh, wow! Wait a minute! I can't believe it! He did it! He did it! He Oh my gosh. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute here. Come on. Oh, good gosh almighty. Diesel.
Yeah, right.
Like if you're not a member of the clique, that's what happens.
You're
to
just
you.
if you're not a part of the people I want to keep safe, like I'm throwing you over my shoulder.
Yeah.
But it added
I'm sure he
to
told
the
him
whole,
that fuck me up.
It added
Like,
to the
yeah.
whole thing where Diesel finally snapped and like he was a tweener for a bit after this, and then he turned legit heel. Like it was awesome. Like it was a great moment afterwards.
It was a great end.
And after Brett pinned him, he sat up and he's all motherfucker. Like Nash was like,
it was great. It was
pissed,
pure.
and you'd
It was
never
really
seen
good.
that. So to Nash and Hall's credit, they said we were trying to lay these seeds of like reality, like before we even went to WCW 96 and we started the NWO. Like, and Vince just didn't know if he wanted to ride that. That's why he went with the Shawn Michaels boyhood dream and all that stuff. Like Vince was scared to do
The boyhood dream has come
Vince was
true.
scared to damage his product with like this reality shit. But seeing Nash get pinned in a simple small cradle when he had Brett dominated and he goes, motherfucker, is real. And it made sense.
It was
And
good.
if you were in that moment, you would be like, motherfucker. Like, because like I fucking gave him a chance. When he collapsed, I gave him mercy. And I shouldn't have done that. And like, and then so he gives him 2 fucking jackknives afterwards. And even Jim Ross was like, oh no, oh my God. Like when he gave him like the jackknives, and it was awesome. Like what a great fuat match it was. Did you grade it, Craig?
Awesome.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I think a solid
I think it was,
B or B plus.
yeah, I thought it was great. Like I thought it was the
Yeah.
best match of the night. That was non-survivor. Obviously, there's not a lot to compare it to as Bigelow and Goldust was the only
Oh,
single.
baby.
But yeah,
Oh,
I thought the wild card match and the main event saved this card. Like as far as like, but I didn't hate the card before, so I give this match the card a B minus. Like
Okay.
because I really liked the wild card
Where
match.
do you
The opening match was good, and the main event was fucking awesome. Like the main.
where do
event
you put the overall, Craig?
Well, considering we last reviewed Havoc 95, and this was a welcome kind of like palate cleanser, I'll give it a fucking God. I'll give it a B minus.
That's
too.
fine, Craig. It's totally fine.
Yeah, it was good.
AI
They
gives
they
it a
really
C+
tried hard.
to-
They
They really
tried
tried hard.
A
AI
Lunger gets like a neon and fireworks. They had a lot of good entrances. They're pushing Gold Dust. It's Brett is kind of still amazing. It's the ascension of Shawn Michaels. Like there's a lot. They're trying. It's just a tough fucking year.
Yeah,
he's
it
trying
really was.
anything he can. Yeah.
And they got tougher
AI
for them when WCW
pushes
started
it.
putting the cruiserweight.
Yeah, pushes
division in.
the. Oh yeah, it was the year they did. That was a big deal. They put the overall grade AI side C+ to B minus.
AI wrongfully graded it a couple times. Like I felt.
I think it's an interesting take, right, of how we look at things later on. Goldust gets a little bit more. What's the term I'm trying to say? He gets a little more leeway. Then when we watch this thing right off the bat, and you're like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" It's kind of like how we look at that. So I don't know. I find the whole thing very interesting on the grade system from us in '95 when we weren't even 20, right? We were 18 and 19.
We were 18,
Right?
yeah, 18,
Yep.
19, yeah.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
Yeah, and to now where we're like, oh man, there was a ton of talent here. So it's it's fascinating, really. So for audio fans, give us a listen on Apple, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. And for video, check us out on YouTube at our Wrestling Channel and check to the left for more options on video. And please give us a follow on Instagram at OWP2019 for Jess, Craig, and myself. This is the OWP signing off. Have a good one.